Good morning, my loving friends. It is overcast out here, but not super cold. So I decided I would wash my hair while I have that luxury. And that felt damn good, damn good. So, turn down the music a little. Whaley trumpets and stuff. Let's actually just make it a little less whaley. Okay, so I think I got everything here ready the night before with my filters. I think I got my coffee cup all fandangled and figured out. Rinsed completely. Okay. The leaves are coming down. I have to be on top of remembering and clearing up as well, but remembering where I have things placed, because in here in the forest there's enough leaves to cover and hide things, and then I won't find them till spring. That's a lot of fun. So I got up around 7:15 or so. Decided to get right up. I want to get out early, get some hinges. I can't wait to put that door together. Gate. And maybe a little bit more. Who knows? But it's exciting, you know? Life can be exciting. Got the lovely rattle sound of my coffee beans. And what am I doing? What am I having today? Guatemala Geisha. And this here was a gift from my client, who also brought me the crock pot in Chile that lasted me for about a week. It was awesome. Oh my gosh. Not mentioning names just in case. Out of courtesy, I didn't ask. But very, very generous and wonderful, loving person. Extremely grateful for all the wonderful friends that I have helping me through this challenging time. Beautiful out. Just that real autumn feel and look. You know, it's sort of mundane, boring thing, but came to mind the cannabis shops that have popped up everywhere. You know, they're supposedly all government sanctioned and, you know, labeled and tagged and everything to the utmost care. But I find a lot of the products not that great. You know? And most of the ones that are maybe at average at best. I sampled, I don't smoke at all, I just vape. And usually I only vape just before bed, just for sleep. Use it, you know, anxiety sometimes as well. But usually it's late at night, it's not a daytime thing. So I got these little tabs that you put under your tongue, kind of like the breath freshener ones. In fact, just full of mint. So my hunch is that they bought them from a company and then soaked their own stuff in it. Who knows? But it was kind of a dumb idea in my opinion. This super intense mint taste. But anyways, so I bought 10 whatevers, 10 milligrams or whatever the measurement is. And you do one. I don't know if I could even tell anything happened. And then I vaped and just to see, like, will this give me a more even sleep? It didn't, and I didn't feel it that much. So then last night I tried doing 2. So I did 2 while I was walking the dogs. They took effect way later. Thought it was supposed to be quicker, but it wasn't. But just looking for a bowl or something so this doesn't overly cook. Actually, I'll put it in. Oh yeah. There. Just get that water going again. Red always seems to bring out some of the nicest qualities in things, depending on what they are, obviously, but I was just looking at these shiny, dark beans. I mean, they look darker because they're down in the cup, but look at that. These beans are just gorgeous. So these are the Guatemala Geisha, and I don't remember the story fully, but I do remember that they weren't called the Geisha, but someone got them to sound confused and the name stuck, so now it is called Geisha. So that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. One more bean. There. Oops. What? What, Chipper? Making more noises than he usually would make. Always remember to step back. So got to set up the trailer today, have a small tattoo, work on the chicken coop, and tomorrow I've been invited to a friend's place for a sauna. I hope it will inspire me to next year build my sauna, because boy, like, I'm just thinking right now, if I had my sauna, my wood-fired sauna, I would get out there, I would get the fire going, get it nice and toasty, and then I'd just step inside there, and it would be so hot, cozy, and you just pour the water over the coals. That is going to be the ultimate addition. That will happen, I think, before I have a workshop. Maybe. Just the workshop is going to be something in motion. Because it won't be instant, that's for sure. That's a lot of work and a lot of money. So intimidating. pouring, mixing. Looks pretty nice. Smells even better. A little teeny bit more. Just guessing here. Put a lot of coffee in there. So it needs a bit of water for sure. There we go. For now anyways. And put the little, oh, the dogs are gonna bark any minute. I hear the geese. They always bark at the geese. Most things in the air get them having a few barks. I was advised to wear gloves when being out working with harvesting old bits of wood, and it's definitely a very wise recommendation. And of course I have my weird little stubbornnesses as I look at my hands with little nicks in them. But sometimes when I'm going out into the bush, and it's sometimes, not all the times, it depends on what I'm doing. But there goes Tor. There go the geese. I want to get more in touch with what I'm doing. I guess it's the same thing with painting or anything. I have to wear gloves for various things, and I will, and I do, out in the forest as well. But the other day, with my little driftwood thing, I mean, not that it is drifting, but it's that kind of feel that I'm looking for in the piece when I finish. But yeah, I just felt like having my hands in direct contact. But it was silly. It is silly. And I do end up injuring myself a little bits here and there. I'm just gonna get my cream. This is the routine. I should have the cream out here ahead of time. Okay. So let's taste it black. I don't think I need any more water. There, should be about right. Very nice. Oh. Saw how blue, aqua kind of turquoise, but how bright it looks right now. All the it's, you know what's really kind of cool? Look at all the other things that are blue that have just lit up. So I've got, that's friggin' cool. I know I'm that wacky artist, but it lit up this, 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 and this. You notice that? Maybe a little bit this. But all those things lit up. That's perception. And you could say sort of alignment of those things. One wavelength is brought up to be more noticeable. In this case, it manifests as visual color. But by having this here centrally in the image, it's lit up these, brought them into attention, into visibility. They were visible before, but they're noticed on a whole different level now. So they've been all turned up volume-wise in some way. And that can be done on these subtle levels, but yet, as you can see, not so subtle in many ways. And a lot of those have atrophied our ability to use and understand those ways of atrophied, and have been pretty well genocided in indigenous people. They had a lot more abilities as far as being in tune with nature and themselves, because they are a part of nature. And I just see ourselves, I feel ourselves, I know ourselves to be so much more than what is acknowledged by those ruling us on every level, and what plans they have for us. And I just see us being, I know we are so much more, and that's what I want to devote my life to, is getting in touch with those deeper, further reaching aspects of ourselves before they're further deadened, and before we're all lives shortened more and more for their farming techniques and stuff. So give these a chance, give human beings a chance to actually reach a fraction of their potential. I don't know why it's like, on the one hand, our violent nature comes out, and then on the other hand, our slack-ass, wimpy sheep nature comes out, and I don't get it. It's like, couldn't the more sort of fucked up violent nature aspect that seems to come out, couldn't that come out in a better time? I don't know. Us human beings, we are a mess. But I will not let go of the hunch that we are mostly a mess because of our controllers. And not so much, I mean, yeah, we take part in it, we accept responsibility, for sure, we have to. But I think we're being manipulated into a lot of the stuff that's gone on. And I think just the way my experience, I suddenly was plunged into a reality from going from being with a really close, loving partner for 38 years. So blessed, so grateful. And then, like in an instant, I am plunged into a very different reality where I am a single entity, in the forest, even amplified further. And I think it's the same difference, the same shock it would be for us to wake up to a much more independent beingness that is so much more than we believe we are. I think it would be as much of a shock as it is for me to switch from being in a loving, caring partnership and then instantly on my own. I think it's got to at least be as much of a jolt, even though when I talk about it, I think of it as such a great thing. Us finding our true nature and true potential. But boy, we have this, and I'm speaking we as in all of us, I'm not pointing fingers. I try to look at it within myself when it's activated, this need to be taken care of, this need to be, enslaved. I don't know any better, more fashionable way to say it. all of us. But I do want to understand it. And to be in denial of it would mean that I wouldn't be able to understand it if I just felt that it was out there and not in me. So I accept it within myself. And when I see it in society, I try to tune in with it within myself. But it's a difficult one. That was wonderful. Now that I got my energy, the music has got me going. My Guatemala Geisha, the gift from my wonderful, wonderful client, an amazing friend. I don't have very many clients that are not friends as well. And for that, I am grateful. There we go. So, do I walk the dogs and then go to the hardware store, or do I go to the hardware store then walk the dogs? The thing is, if I go to the hardware store, then I'm going to want to put the hinge on right away because I'm so excited about it. So walk the dogs, yes. The voice came forth. The voice of reason. Okay. So folks, getting a little bit, gonna have to shave soon, but it's not that important right at the moment, so we'll see. Oh, the chippers are out, I tell you, those little chipmunks. Oh, it's nice and still out. Very mild, beautiful, quiet. Sorry, here I am cutting my head off. Yeah. So folks, send me messages. I always like a little bit of conversation. And have a wonderful day. Maybe I'll send some little short videos, photos, and that throughout the day of my chicken build.